What's up, family? Welcome back to another video. Hopefully you're having a great day. I know it's a little late. I just honestly I forgot and I didn't get around to it, but I do want to kind of bang out a couple videos that I have in the vault, and one of them is how to build LR Estarossa. So I know LR Estarossa, he's very good, he's very strong. However, I want to make just a little bit of a video to help people who might not know what to do per se. So that's what this is going to be. But before I jump into it, guys, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. You guys been killing it. Nothing else to say. You guys already know I say it in every video. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. It does mean a lot to me. Let's keep the ball running, and I'll keep pumping out videos for you guys to watch. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. All right, so we got Estarossa here, and honestly, Estarossa is one of those characters that is very strong in PvP, but in PvE, it's kind of always going to be a toss-up in the air whether or not he's going to be that great, simply because, one, they might have damage reduction to counterattacks, two, they might not even be able to be countered, three, his damage just might not be enough to, do damage to the bosses. So he does have a lot going against him in PvE. The thing that does make him runnable and savable is the fact that his passive skill can be ran in the back. So that's the thing that really does help him out a lot. But all right, we'll go ahead and we'll just do the breakdown of Estarossa. I'll try and remember to put timestamps so that way people could skip to where they want to see. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's jump in. All right, so we got his first skill here, which is going to be the guillotine. So it does erosion damage, which ignores defense and resistance. It also increases damage dealt by 80% of his pierce rate. So it's a decent card. And then the damage just goes up. He also fills his ultimate move gauge on rank 2 and 3, which is good. It's a good card. I don't think it's terrible. It definitely isn't like super crazy, but for what he is, I think it's nice. I actually think it's nice. Of course, his Furukanta, right? This is the card that makes him what he is, and it's pretty good. So he assumes a stance for one turn, taunts enemies, and then he inflicts Quell damage equal to 240% of attack when taking damage. So Quell, he does damage dealt plus 50% per active stance on himself. So very good, just a very strong card. And then the damage goes up, and then on turn 2, rank 3, he gets 2 turns of his stance, and then the Quell damage is very strong, 600%. So very good, just a very good counter card. Nothing to say about that, really. Could they have gone crazier? Yeah, they could have, but I actually think that where he is, it's just not like it's a very nice skill, right? It's a very nice skill. Again, I don't think it's like, oh my god, super crazy or anything like that, but you definitely can make it nutty. You definitely can. All right, so then we have his ultimate, which is Blackout. Now Blackout is very strong because it gives you a free turn. If they attack, they get preemptive strike. If they don't attack, you still get the turn for free anyway. I guess they could go for ult, right? You could just rush ult whenever Blackout is used, but at the same time, if your opponent is able to destroy your units, then it doesn't really matter, does it? If you go for the ultimate. So very good like CC card, like a control card, right? Very strong, very strong. So his commandment decreases attack related stats by 20% for 3 turns whenever you use a skill or damage someone with the skill. Of course, you guys already know it goes for you and the opponent. And the passive skill, this is what I was talking about. You could use it on a sub slot. So for each demon ally participating in battle, increases basic stats by 6% and then fills the hero's ultimate move gauge by 1 orb. So that is like just insanely powerful. Having him be able to move, like increase his ultimate move gauge with his passive and his skill, very strong combo. And then when an ally uses a stance skill, remember they have to use a stance skill. It can't be what Melee has, because Melee isn't using a skill, he's just taking a stance, right? Like he's literally just taking a stance. So when they use a stance skill, they have all their debuff effects removed. They gain debuff immunity for 2 turns. When a demon ally uses a stance skill, Dark Veil is additionally granted for 1 turn, and then it affects the target when landing a counter. So very good, like a very, very good skill that part of his passive to do, because if they use the stance skill, that means all their debuffs are removed, debuff immunity, then they get this Dark Veil, which is very powerful because it's a gray debuff. So infects the target, like that is crazy. So they won't be able to heal, which is nice, like which is very, very nice. So while the hero has the Dark Veil effect, they gain 1 orb in the ultimate move gauge when using an attack. Again, another way to fill up his. So they really made ways for Estarossa to get his blackout very easily, which is insane to think about. So yeah, very good, very good. When a demon ally is assuming a stance, the hero's final damage taken from counters and enemy skills decreases by 40%. So this is really good, because this part should count for Meliodas, because he's in a stance. He's not using a stance skill, but he is in a stance, so it should count for Meliodas, this part right here. But yeah, very good. Just a very good demon support. Very good what he's doing. If more stance units that are demons come out, I mean, it's gonna be just a strong unit, right? Again, run him on the sub slot. Very good. And then his Holy Relic. For each demon ally participating in battle, their damage taken decreases by 20%. And then while the hero is assuming a stance, their attack-related stats increase by 30%. And all enemies' defense-related stats decrease by 20%. Very strong. Very, very good. So Estarossa has a very, very good kit. Very solid, just all around. Like just a good unit, like just a really good unit. Do I think he's absolutely busted? No, I don't think he's like super busted or anything like that. I do think his skill effects are very good, but when I say he's busted, I wouldn't say he is. In fact, I would actually just go ahead and say Estarossa is probably just like just a very good unit. Like, I don't know what else to say other than that. He's not broken. He's not OP. He's just what he is he's just good. Like, he's just good. But okay, so that was the breakdown of Estarossa. For his True Awakening, if I had to be honest, I think I'd just go with the damage resistance that the Demon King gives. I think it's stronger than the damage amplification, because if you're taking up a stance, you do want to be able to take the hit. You don't want to, become victim to being killed, even though there are a lot of strong units. Actually, I might do that real quick. I think I might have Demon King boxes. I'll skip out on it for now, but I think I'm going to give him the Demon King Relic, or a Demon King Awakening, right? So we go to his equipment. Now, this is where things can get a little interesting. I actually think attack crit is terrible. Attack defense is terrible for him. Why do I have it for him? I think I just made it for, I think, Berserk Estarossa. Or I can't remember why I made attack defense. Because I at first I thought I had HP defense, but I don't. I don't remember why I made attack defense, honestly. I think it was just a different time in Grand Cross. But anyway, I would actually go with HP defense for his overall set. I don't think you need attack defense at all, because he is not supposed to be some dominant LR that's doing damage, that's crippling bosses in PvE. He is just a support slash, I guess if you want to call him a tank unit, you can, but he is legitimately just a support slash utility unit. He has basically no good DPS outside of his counter. I'm just being honest, he doesn't. So I actually think attack defense, I might actually unengrave. I don't know if I'll unengrave it. That might be stupid of me, but I think I actually will go ahead and just make a HP defense. I might give him the perfect HP defense set, actually. I might. Like, real talk. I might actually give him the perfect HP defense set, because I don't have an HP defense for Estarossa, but I do think that he will benefit immensely from HP and defense. I think so. Attack and defense is a big no-no. Nah, I don't think he's going to really benefit from that at all. You definitely want the HP defense for sure on Estarossa. Again, he's a PvP unit, primarily PvP, so you're not going to use him outside of him being in the sub slot, you're not gonna use him on the field. You're just not gonna get any usage out of Estarossa. It is what it is, right? Like, you're just not gonna get any usage out of him. Again, outside of him being in the sub slot, you could play around with him and see, but PvE, he just, like, legitimately, I don't think you're gonna be using Estarossa. He's not gonna be good for farming. He's not gonna be good for, like, I guess Demon King battle. He could be good because of his stance card. That's different. He has a stance card, so if you need to up, the rules or whatever, that could be good. You can't use him in Supreme Deity, so he's out of there. I'm trying to think. You can't use him in the Legendary Boss battle for Estarossa, obviously. I guess you could use him for Demon Raids. I wouldn't even use him for that. I don't even think he's good for that. Like if I'm being honest with you, dude, I don't even think he'd be that great. Again, use him in the sub slot, but on the field, no. So I just think overall, his usage in PvE, it's not going to be there. But PvP, whew, this boy's going to be a killer, an absolute demon. No pun intended. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap up. Little bit of a quicker video. But yeah, I hope I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory with HP and defense. Again, attack, defense, the big no-no. Again, I'm not going to unengrave the attack pieces, but I definitely could if I wanted to, right? I definitely could. I think I am going to just give him perfect HP. Yeah, a perfect HP set. I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do with my boy Estarossa. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, again, leave a like, subscribe. I love you all. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.